Comrade James, we saw in a few weeks back that we saw an high level of voters apathy in the south and southeast of this country. People are not interested in registering for their voters card. I don't know. What do you think is the cost of this? And of course, people are also clamoring for change, and the tool by which the change will be made to happen is not being probably followed. That is registering for your voters card. So we have seen high level of voters apathy in the south and southeast of the country. What do you think is responsible for this? Thank you, Comrade.
Okay. First of all, I have not gone to check if there is anything like repression of voters figure. But let me not go that way. But there is nothing impossible as far as Nigeria is concerned. We have seen where people have registered for voters card, and at the end of the day, those cards are dumped in the mud, those cards are dumped in the gutter. People dig holes and hide them. At the end of the day,
you
will find people who come up with back voters card.
Comrade, what I'm saying is that voters apathy, like masses are not interested.
I am coming. That I do not want to exonerate this part of it to be part of the game. Okay. That is why I first want to hit angle before I come back. Okay. Now, when you're talking about voter apathy, probably let me remind you. You may remember 2023, 2022, 2023. It is still the same Nigerians who use this same euphoria of a messiah we want to vote in. They all went to get their voters card. So where are you going to get, do you want to manufacture people from the forest to go and begin to do new registration? It is still the same Nigerians who use this same euphoria of a new messiah has arrived and we must get him on seat with our voters card, not even by way of violence. So when you talk about voter apathy, a lot of Nigerians have their voters card, probably. The ones who are coming up to 18 and who will be 18 by then, probably, I don't know their figure. So let us not use total voter apathy, because people from this very region, many of them tried to, get this card we are talking about in 2023. So we don't need to manufacture people. But what you might be noticing is this same thing I was saying initially. People will go all the way to make all their efforts. When people will come, wake up 7 a.m. in the morning, go back home 6 p.m. in the evening. In the end, you see bags of voters' cards stashed away, thrown away in the gutter, thrown away in the mud, being used as plastic cards to set fire by people who make corn. And they saw them somewhere. Who is responsible for all these actions? These are one of the things causing voter apathy for Nigerians. After making all these efforts, in fact, let me tell you, last election, I took all my time. I went to market people who I assisted then in this registration, free of charge, pro bono, can still come and bear me witness. And after all these efforts, you think Nigerians will not get disenchanted with the whole system? I'm not trying to discourage any Nigerian from exercising their civic rights. But when the system already is and you are seeing the ripples, what do? I think it's time we begin to change our attitude, change the way we function as a people. Then we'll see people ordinarily fall in line. Nigerians do not have the issue of coming to cast their vote. Nigerians have issue of their vote counting. Nigerians do not have the issue of going to pick their voters card. Nigerians have the issue of frustration at the collection point. Nigerians have the issue of after when I have collected this voters card, what will it be used for? Will my vote count? How will I even get this card at the end of the day? So these are the basic issues. When we see in the north, you see people, the voter there is no voter party. People are coming out to do their registration. We also saw what was playing out even before now, even where the voters' cards that are supposed to be in the offices are taken to homes. You see people, there are videos that have emerged to this effect. These voters, the voter registration machines were in people's homes. People are being begged to come and vote. Who has done that? Where have you seen those things, go into people's homes in the south, east and south, where we are talking about, where we have voter registration party. So all these things count. When you beat a child, you don't tell them not to cry. There's always a way to figure out people's response, the cause, and these are one of the causes.
All right.
Until we guarantee people that what we are doing, we have that there will be a change in the original pattern this time around.
All right.
Before you see people coming out to pour out their heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Chidi, for those insightful and outpouring comments you've been able to make as regards some of our pressing issues here. But viewers, we want to remind you that